Thought for the day. Happiness is a choice. It is not something that we find outside of ourselves. It is within us. Welcome to 7 Minutes for Yourself. I'm Christina Aina, and I'm so glad you've joined me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. Let's take this time to reconnect with ourselves and improve our well-being. In today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself, we discuss some insightful ways to center our happiness more. Have a listen.
Okay, first, look for the good. What you focus on, you get more of. What you pay attention to, your brain gives more emphasis to, and it actually runs more happiness wires when you pay attention to happiness. So that means that you can actively change your brain to be happier by paying attention to the good things that are already there in your life. Now, we're not trying to force ourselves to feel good, but rather to water the seeds of happiness that are already there. So what does that mean? 2 simple practices. First is gratitude practice, and second is the 3 good things exercise. So gratitude practice is where you set a reminder on your phone, and every day at the same time, you just write down a few things that you're grateful for. Now, some of you out there are already typing in the comment section, but my life sucks 100% awful all the time. Okay, I'm not talking about hey, you have to be grateful when you win the lottery. I'm talking about things like zippers. For the last bazillion years, nobody had zippers, but we have zippers now. That's cool, right? Hot running water. How cool is that if you have it? Sunshine or snow. Both of these can be good things, right? You get the idea. Gratitude practice is really good for the body and the mind. I made a video on it. Check it out if you want. But gratitude also primes your brain to look for the good each day. And while gratitude is often for things outside of you, the 3 good things exercise is looking for the good that you've brought about today. And it doesn't have to be big things. All that matters is that you give emphasis to the good that you are doing. So little things like, today I got out of bed. I made dinner. I cleaned up the toys 657 times today. I hugged my children, right? Research shows that within 4 to 5 days of writing 3 good things, just reflecting on the positive, this leads to noticing more positive. The positive keeps getting louder. And clinical trials show that people who do this for 14 days have less burnout and depression. They have a better work-life balance. They have less conflict at school or work, and they have a higher level of happiness. And research also shows that the results from those 14 days can last for 6 months or more. So the whole point of this is to show your brain what you want it to pay attention to, and then your brain is going to reward you by looking for more of it, and over time, making you happier. Jose Ortega y Gasset said, "What you think about, you bring about. What you feed will grow. Tell me what you pay attention to, and I will tell you who you are." So my family and I are doing this at the dinner table each night. We ask everyone to share something that they're grateful for and something good that they did that day. And I think it's making a difference. So, parenting can be stressful and exhausting, and doing this activity with my kids has helped me enjoy being with them more. And savor any little moment that you can find. It's easy for me to get caught up in the hustle of cleaning and cooking and taking care of kids and running a business, and it's easy to miss the beautiful little moments. But this month I've set the goal to slow down and savor those moments with my kids. The other day I was in a big rush, making a feeble effort to dry my hair and put on some makeup, and River, my 4-year-old, came up to me in the bathroom and said, "Mama, I love you." And it would have been easy for me to just say, "Oh, I love you too," and get back to what I was doing. But I've put more effort into hugging them and just looking them in the eyes and playing with them and reading to them. And this sounds really simple, but it's hard to do when the floors are a mess and the dishes are dirty and the laundry needs to be folded. But dishes are patient. I've found that slowing down and savoring the good helps me actually feel the happiness that is there in the moment. It helps me actually let that joy sink in. The last one is laughter. And isn't laughter the best? I really think laughter is a wonderful way to convert the worst things into the best things. I personally, I haven't seen research on this. I personally believe laughter primes your nervous system to have joy, and it helps you release pain and fear and to just feel good. When I was serving in Argentina, it was hard and it was exhausting and it was emotionally draining, and I didn't want to write home about that. So each week I would make a list of the funny things that happened to me so that I had something to tell my family.
That concludes today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. Today and every day with your kiddo is a gift. Enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in.